Hello there fellow humans and welcome to this video, and as you can see, Mad Games are back, which means I'm gonna now show you my top 5 favorite tanks for Mad Games. Let's go. Number 5 we have the T-54E2. Obviously it's the best tier 8 tank overall, so it's in some form gonna be good in Mad Games as well. You can do 50% more damage, which is pretty good as well, and it only has a 24-second cooldown, so you can use it quite often. And that means it's insanely good at doing damage, which also means it is insanely good at making crits, which is great. And if this video to you is insanely good, then, I don't know, there's some buttons down there you can press. And also, what's your top 5 Mad Games tanks? Put it in the comments, or don't, I don't know. So let's take this tank for a quick spin, I'd say. I mean, you're not going to find the Annihilator on this list, that is already for certain. And you're not going to find the Smasher either. So, just as a warning to you easily offended folks out there, they are not going to make an appearance here. Because I simply hate the Annihilator, and the Smasher is just quite disappointing in terms of its abilities. This thing, however, is not disappointing in terms of its abilities because, well, I mean, it has the half-life discharge, which makes an already great tank even better. Now, Borsig, he's looking, and you also have armor regenerator, obviously, which means that you can just regain all that lost HP back, unless, I mean, you obviously have a VK, which is then gonna just have that weird damage reduction ability that I have no idea how it works. And then you can kind of undo that. But the thing is, you can pretty much get 3 shots with the half-life discharge, and after that, you only have to wait 2.5 shots to recharge it. So, it is really an amazing ability to have on this thing. And also, with the healing ability, you can also heal allies, which makes you get even more credits, which, you know, the more credits you get, the better it is, and the less time you have to waste in the horrible matchmaking of WoT Blitz, and that is a great thing to do. Okay, my thing is almost ready. There we go. Let's discharge some of that life, because it is overrated. There we go. Let's take out the VK first, because he's annoying as fuck. And he just almost ran himself to death, which is great. And let's try and take him out. Yeah. You're not fast enough, boy. Okay, 3 versus 4. Let's see. I don't think I can one-shot him, because... Cunt. Get fucked. Okay, now the Borsig is obviously the biggest of my concerns, and he killed me. Sad. Oh well. That's life. Anyway, let's move on. And then we move on to number 4, which is the M6 Yacht. Now, same reason here. Half-life discharge and armor regenerator. However, this thing is an autoloader. So, with a half-life discharge, you can now do, instead of 900 damage, you can do 50% more damage. It is a lot of fun as well to do that, and that is definitely why the M6 Yacht is on this list. Then we go to number 3, and that is, well, the Panther II, because it does have ramming and chameleon concealment. The main thing about Mad Games is obviously to have fun, and how do you have fun? Well, you can either completely destroy people with your DPM, or you can completely destroy people with your weight and ramming ability, which in this case, I think the Panther II is about the most ideal tank for this game mode. And I think there's also a Mad Games tournament or something, but I mean, no one cares, but if you are playing in that Mad Games tournament, then do consider using a few Panther IIs, because obviously you can just ram a lot of people, and it's going to get you quite a big advantage. Well, the gun of this tank is quite meh, pretty much. I mean, like, pretty much all the other tier 8 medium tanks. This is probably the best option, and I'm going to go invisible here, and try to go for the Edelweiss. Okay, let's see. That ability is gonna come in handy soon as well. Oh, he's invisible. He's gone. Okay. Yeah. That's why I picked the Panther. Let's go. Okay, he's there. Shot at him. Probably. And another one. Come on. Track him even. There we go. It's not too bad. I think the majority of this tank's fun comes from the ramming, obviously. And that's what's good, because Mad Games is for fun, and also Mad Games is also for grinding credits and for grinding tanks. And if you are grinding currently one of the best tier 10 tanks in the game, the E50M, then grinding the Panther II in Mad Games can be a very, very good option, you know, because while it's not a horrible tank, it's certainly a very underwhelming tank. So, if you have to grind this tank, just consider doing it now while Mad Games is on, because it is an amazing Mad Games tank. One of the best Mad Games tanks that you can pick. But it is quite a disappointing standard battle tanks. So, that's my recommendation there. And, yeah, I hope that is a good one, because I don't know. But yeah. Oh, I can actually pen him, that's nice. Which is rare, to be honest, for a tier 8 medium that they can pen something. But that is nice to know. Okay, Black Prince. Haven't rammed anyone really, which is a bit disappointing. I'm 300 health, so I might try and ram that Tiger. Let's just try that, shall we? Let's try and ram the Tiger. He's not the Tiger 2 because he's hiding in the whole thing. So come here. He's hiding. Come on, 200. Yeah, that's a bit disappointing. Help. Okay, let's take him out. See how much XP we get for this at the end. So you can see how much you can actually gain by grinding this in Mad Games. Okay, now obviously I gotta hide from this guy. Kinda. He horny for me. There we go. And I got him. Perfect. So, 3k damage here with the Panther II, which is quite solid, I'd say. And that gives me 1100 base XP, so that's a pretty good deal, and that's why I do think this tank definitely deserves to be on the list. Because it's very fun at ramming, and also because grinding in Mad Games is a perfect way to then get to the E50 and the E50M, which both are amazing tanks, if you fully upgrade them. Stock E50, would recommend that in Mad Games as well. And now, for number 2, I don't think there is anything else that can be picked here. Obviously, there's a lot of other great tanks with a high octane fuel, like the Grill or something like that, but most of them are tank destroyers, and most of them aren't really that fast. So if you have one of the fastest tank destroyers in the game with 2400 DPM at tier 6, mind you, and the high octane fuel, that's a given pick for number 2. That has to be. And I'm going to show you why this tank definitely should be on this list, and this is a pretty good map for that. Now, here's the thing, the high octane fuel got nerfed a lot the last iteration of Mad Games, so it isn't quite as powerful and as fun anymore as it used to be, but it's still quite good. And well, the reason I picked the Hellcat is simply because it's the one least affected by the nerf, because obviously it's a very, very fast tank on its own. It goes 60 kilometers an hour without the high octane fuel. So, you know, you don't really have to worry about that. And now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do the absolute gamer move. Shoot him, and then I still have 5 seconds left, which means I can pretty much go all the way around the map. Ah, my keys aren't working again here. Keys ain't working. Oh, I'm getting stuck. I'm stuck. He's got the half-life on. That's not good for me. And I'm out. Yeah, that's why this tank definitely deserves to be on this list. I just did the Dracula without dying, so that is definitely a good thing to have. I mean, you can also do the Dracula, but I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, now Gargoyle dead. SU dead. I don't have much health left, but obviously with 2400 damage and also the healing ability, which is great to make credits if you want. If you're free to play, this is a great credit maker, because you can also heal. I mean, I enriched it, yes, but with 2.4k DPM and 175 pen, you don't really need to shoot a lot of premium ammo either. The reverse speed on this thing is quite shit, but that's about the least of your problems. Now, my problem now is that I have to sort of dummy this Stuggy boy. He still ain't working. Oh, there's this guy. I mean, obviously, he now has the advantage of half-life discharge, and I am marked, so that's not ideal. And boom, there we go. And now, at number 1, well, there wasn't really ever any doubt, was there? I mean, you could argue for putting the 62A on here, but, I mean, the 62A is slower, 62A is less fun. So it has to be at number 1 for the best Mad Games tank in my eyes. It is the Leopard 1. Well, quite simple. It has concealment, it has rammer rig. It's just fun. That's what matters. It's fun. So let's do some of that. So now we're in battle with the Leo, and well, this is 6-2, there's Leo on the enemy team, but there is a Vickers CR and a Sheridan that are very interesting. Now, obviously, the problem we have with this thing is you can't really ram stuff like a mouse, because a mouse is heavy, and you're not. So, even with the ramming thing, you're gonna do about half damage to a mouse than what you receive, which ain't great. Now, can't really ram him here, but I'll go for it anyway. He's stock, I think. That thing looks a bit stock. Okay, oh. 62. I want to try to ram this dude. Ideally. See if we can get him. Obviously, I don't have the chameleon thingy, so I'm not faster, and I don't have a lot of concealment either, but it works. There we go. And the Vickers is dead as well. Damn! Now, in the city, 2 and 5B. Our STB is weird. Also, why would you be mad in Mad Games? That's a bit weird. Okay, there's a Leo. Wow, I mean, okay, I'm gonna try to do the gamer trick. See if the gamer trick works here. No, it doesn't. It does not. You can't fly far enough. You could fly that far in a Hellcat though, so that works. If you wanna fly. Okay, now one of the downsides of this chameleon thingy is that the reload is very long. It's about way too long. Whereas, oh, hello, cunt. Whereas the Half-Life discharge is only 24 seconds. This is like 40, so that is not really great. But I mean, he don't like living, so now he's dead. They've burned him alive, and that is it. So that's the last one, and probably the best one. Hi, STB. With that said, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you enjoyed, and see you for the next one. Goodbye.